My early prediction for who I think will win Eurovision this year is a surprise one. It's one that I think everybody else is sleeping on. It's Switzerland. In a year when nearly all the other entrants are loud and bold and brash and in your face, Voyage provides the perfect antidote to this. It's subtle, it's gentle and delicate and engaging, and it totally sucks me in with every listen. We're slowly seeing Switzerland climb up in the odds, and mark my words, with some great staging to support it, we're going to see Switzerland go back-to-back winners on the night.
G'day, I'm Liv, and last year I got my predictions very, very wrong, so hopefully I do a little bit better this year. But I think that Sweden is going to win once again. I think this entry has enough going for it to obviously do very well with a televote and actually get quite a bit of jury love. You think about it, there's not many jury-friendly songs this year, full stop. And anytime Sweden sends something on the more authentic and less manufactured side of things, the juries usually do bless them with some pretty good results. So I think they'll get a handy enough jury result with a nice strong televote and just scrape into first place. That's my prediction. As for a surprise result, I think perhaps Austria is not going to do as well as everyone's thinking. I'm sorry, any JJ fans out there, but pop opera, when you think about it, it tends to generally struggle at Eurovision to get right at the upper echelon of the results. I'm talking about that top 5. Think about Kate Miller-Heidke. She had this incredible vocal, some of the best staging we've ever seen at Eurovision, and it still only came 9th. Obviously, Nemo did win last year, bless them, but that song wasn't just pop opera. It was many different elements, and it all sort of melted together in this beautiful landscape, which I'm not entirely sure Wasted Love can do.
So in terms of jury winner, I think Austria will win. In terms of televote winner, I think Sweden will win. Now, normally I would say in this era of voting, the jury winner will normally win. But I do think Sweden has proven itself enough in Melfest that it is going to get enough votes of the juries. So hopefully it'll be a big smash of the televote and get enough jury points to be an overall winner. So that's my prediction for this year.
Hi, this is Emma from the Aussievision team, and here are my 2025 predictions. This year, I think Sweden are taking the crown for a record 8th time. Everybody loves Kai. I love Kai. I'm yet to meet anybody who doesn't like Kai. I think they will romp it home in the televote. I think they will possibly finish about 4th with the juries, but that will be enough to see them take the win. I'm picking Austria as my jury vote winner, but I think they will finish 2nd overall. And my prediction is that France will not do as well as people expect. I think we're only going to see them fall on the right-hand side of the scoreboard. I think they will get a bit of jury love, but I just don't see the televote coming for this one. So Sweden for the win, Austria the jury winner, and France to finish on the right-hand side of the scoreboard. Thanks, bye.
Okay, stop me if you've heard this one before, but I think the winner this year is France. Luan, Maman. I think there's such an intimacy and an honesty to this song which really comes through. She's singing about her mum, there's a universality to that. And I think it's really going to come through, particularly once we see it in a Eurovision setting, rather than being performed at a massive football game. France have form in staging stuff like this. They staged Slimane, they staged Barbara Pravi, and this is very much in that same ballpark. I think in a year of a lot of upbeat party songs, Maman has the space to be the Molotva in among all that, and we all know how that did back in 2007. So for that reason, I think we're going to Paris this year, or Lyon, or Marseille, or Montpellier, or you get the idea.
Hi, it's Hayley from Aussievision here. Now, I've had a good think about who I think will win Eurovision, and I'm not looking at the top 3 here. I'm going out on a limb here to say Finland. I look at a few years ago when we had the Loreen versus Karia thing, and the fan favourite coming second, I guess 2 years in a row. I feel that this is going to be different, and people will push for a Finland win, which will also win the televote, and hopefully the jury vote will be enough to get it over the line to win. As for jury vote, I'm going out on a huge limb here, and I'm saying Greece.
My early prediction for who will win Eurovision 2025 is the Netherlands. I reckon Claude has a really positive, upbeat, and accessible and memorable song. and it's going to get a fair bit of love from both the jury and the public. And when you throw in the possibility of a potential Jos Klein revenge vote after what happened to him in the Netherlands last year, if that eventuates, look out. I reckon he's going to be a red hot shot at winning it. Other countries who I think are in contention, but I can probably see maybe getting top 5, but not winning it, are Sweden, Finland, Austria, and Israel. And as for a smoky, keep your eye on Lithuania. I reckon they're going to get a bit of a cult following and be a bit of an outside chance of top 10 if they can get through to semi-finals first.
G'day, it's Dale here, and my early prediction before rehearsals, which is very hard, is between two countries, Sweden and France. Favourite Sweden is going to do fantastic in the public vote, and they're going to be rewarded for a song like this more than you would normally in the juries, because there's not as much to look at for the juries here, and this is really well executed. It's slick, they perform it well with good vocals, so they will get a decent enough jury score with a high public vote. That should win, right? Well, on the other hand, we could get France with a really high jury score, a bit like Nemo last year. And if you've got a really high score, even with an average public vote of even a 5th or 6th, you can win overall. And I think France has the potential to do something like that. But if I have to choose right now, I have to choose Sweden, just because it's more of a known entity, and I think I need to wait to see France's staging. On the other hand of things, my wildcard prediction is that Austria is not going to do as well as people think. Opera has a limit. The main part isn't even his vocal. So I don't know. I just have a feeling that it will drop down a little bit. It's not going to get the big jury win people are expecting here.
Okay. Hi, this is Blair coming from sunny Richmond. Now, 1 month away from the Eurovision Song Contest, there's one song that keeps popping in my head as to who will do well in both the jury and the televote, and that is Finland. I really don't see any other song doing as well, like going top 3 in both, except for Erika Wigman. I think you have songs like Austria, which I think will do really well with the jury. Televote, I could see it getting top 5, but I don't think we'll get enough. Televote songs, I see our own Milkshake Man doing quite well there, but doesn't have the jury vote. I don't think so. So yeah, Finland for the overall result.
Hi, this is Jamie from the Aussievision team. My early prediction for Eurovision is JJ from Austria with Wasted Love. He's such an amazing voice, and he's been totally smashing it at the Eurovision pre-parties. Just like Switzerland last year, I can see Austria winning the jury vote, but it'll be the public vote, which is a total unknown. My other choice, and she'll probably at least come top 3, is Erika Wigman from Finland. She completely owned the stage with her performance at Finland's national final UMK, and she's been very popular with the audiences at the pre-parties. She'll poll very highly with the public vote. My outsider or dark horse is Albania. Ever since watching them at the Albanian national final FIC last December, they've been moving up the odds, and I think they'll provide their country's best ever finish at Eurovision this year.
I think it will come down to who do I think will win. But if I have to take a guess, it will come down to Sweden, Netherlands, Finland, France, Austria, or Israel. The jury and the televote will be very close. The semi-finals could be one way or the other. But if I have to force to choose between one of the two, one of the countries that I mentioned, I would say Austria.